Today I'm upgrading the front tweeters on my Toyota Corolla. The original tweeters have poor high-frequency reproduction, which makes music sound flat, so I'll be replacing them with these Rockford Fosgate tweeters, which will make music sound much more lively and clear. I'll use the included flush mounts to install them, which will fit perfectly in the original location. They also come with surface mounts as well for mounting in other locations, and I also got a set of harness adapters to connect the tweeters to the original tweeter connector. To make the connections, I will use a soldering iron, wire strippers, solder, tape, heat shrink, and a heat gun. I will use a Dremel with a sanding attachment to make the hole for the mounts in the sail panel, and I will also use a trim tool, pliers, C-clamp, and painter's tape. For a list of all the tools and materials that I'm using in this video, make sure to check out the links down below in the video description. So let's remove the tweeter from the car. I'll pry on the side. Now push the retaining clips to the side and pull the tweeter out. And now press the tab on the side of the connector and pull it out. Next, I'll open up the flush mount, hold the front, and turn the back counterclockwise. And now to install the mount, I will make a hole in the sail panel just big enough so the mount fits in tightly. To make the hole in the panel, I will remove the clips at the back first, which will make it easier, using a pair of needle nose pliers. Just grab each clip and twist it to remove it. When twisting the pliers, it's important to avoid touching the clips and the plastic post here because they break easily. Next, I'll mount the panel with a clamp, so I'll cover it with painter's tape first to protect it against minor scratches. Only painter's tape should be used for this to make sure it comes off easily later without leaving any residue. And now I will clamp the panel down. I will line it up on the flat spot at the back of the panel, and now I'll clamp it down at the edge of a 2x4. Using a clamp is very important for safety. Never hold a small workpiece by hand while using the tool with the other hand. Now to make the hole, I will use a Dremel 4000, which has electronic speed control to keep the speed steady, and it has a variable speed selector and a separate on-off button. It also comes with a few accessories, including a drum sanding attachment and extra sanding bands. I'll be using the 60 grit sanding band, so let's look up the recommended speed for it, and when used on plastic, the recommended speed range is 5 to 17,000 RPM. So when sanding plastic, it's important to use a speed that's slow enough to prevent it from melting, so I'll set the speed to 11,000 RPM, which is in the middle of the recommended range. Now I will fully insert the sanding attachment. It's important to insert it fully to reduce vibrations, and I'll tighten the nut using the included wrench. And now, before using the Dremel, I will put on my safety goggles and dust mask. Hot plastic fragments can be thrown towards your eyes, so always wear proper eye protection when using the Dremel, and wearing a mask is also very important because plastic dust is toxic and accumulates in the lungs. It's also important to use the Dremel in a well-ventilated area and read the manual before using it and follow the operating and safety instructions. So I dressed up properly as indicated in the manual. I'm not wearing any loose clothing or jewelry, and I made sure my Dremel is turned off before plugging it in. So I'll start by sanding in the middle of the grill until the bit goes through. And now I will sand to the edge of the grill, using it as a guide to keep the circle as even as possible. So I sanded out the grill as the first step, and there's still quite a bit of material to remove until the mount will fit on. Next, I'll make the hole bigger in small increments to make sure it doesn't get too large. Alright, so the mount almost fit on the last try. Let's try it again. I'll keep it flush with the opening and turn it back and forth to get it started. And there we go, I got it started. Now just push it in. And it fit in nice and tight, so I will not need any glue. If the fit is loose though, a little epoxy or silicone can be used to glue it in. And for the final touch, I'll use 120 grit sandpaper to clean up the edges, so when it's viewed from the side, it will still look good. Here's what the hole should look like viewed from the front. It should be nice and even. And here's the view from the back. I sanded right up to the wall, making sure not to sand into the walls because that would make the hole too large. Alright, so the panel is ready now. Let's connect the tweeters to the harness adapters. To start, I shortened the tweeter wire and cut off the ends from the adapters. Now I'll strip the wires. The tweeter wire is a thinner gauge than the adapter wire, so I will strip a little extra so I can wrap it around the adapter wire. And I'll strip the adapter ends as well. And now twist the ends to make sure the strands stay together. Now I will put the heat shrink on. And I'll connect the red adapter wire to the black tweeter wire and the black wire to the red. I'm connecting them up backwards because the wire colors on these adapters are reversed. The proper polarity is positive on the side towards the locking tab and negative on the other side. This is just a minor issue though. These adapters still make installation much easier, especially since the tweeter wires on this car are aluminum, which can't be soldered. And now to connect them together, I'll wrap the tweeter wire over the adapter wire and make sure they're twisted together smoothly. Now I'll melt a tiny bit of solder on the tip of the soldering iron to speed up heat transfer. And I'll apply heat to the joint. And once it's hot enough, I'll apply solder to the wire, making sure not to apply too much to prevent it from dripping down. I'll do the same for the other side as well. And again, I made sure the wires are wrapped together smoothly. If there are strands sticking out, they can become sharp after soldering and they can puncture the heat shrink. And now I will heat up the shrink tubing. A good hairdryer will also work for this, although it will take longer. And to give the wire more protection, I'll wrap it with a high-quality electrical tape. So the tweeter is wired up now. Let's install it in the sail panel. I'll put my pliers through the holes on the back of the mount, making sure they don't stick out too far on the other side. Place the mount into the back of the sail panel, and while pushing down, turn it clockwise to lock it in. So the tweeter is installed. Let's put the panel back on the car. I'll connect up the tweeter, make sure the connector is pushed all the way in. Next, I'll put the panel back on, making sure the clips on the side line up in their slot. I'll make sure the wire is tucked behind the panel. Line up the clips and press on it to clip it back on. To hear the difference between the original tweeters and the Rockford Fosgate R1TS, make sure to check out my comparison video, which I'll have linked up in the cards. If you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Your support is really appreciated. And consider subscribing to my channel. I'll be posting more videos in the future. Thanks for watching.